ordered a new tool that we're going to use today for the first time. Let me show you what it is and we'll get started. It's really well built, it seems to be, a vaporizer for oxalic acid from Lorob Bees. I ordered this thing, came in a few days ago, and today's the first chance I have to use it. In the past couple of years, I've used the Jono's Easy Vape. Jono has retired, and I heard about this product from a friend down in Texas, and I decided to give it a try. It looks like it's super heavy duty, well built, and it looks like it's pretty tough. It's a very simple and sleek design, but it's much heavier duty, it seems to be, than the ones I've had in the past. Here are the things I'm going to use to apply the oxalic acid treatment to the bees today. I have a marine battery, got from Battery Source, those are the specs. I've got a inverter I got from Harbor Freight. It works great, 750 watt. It's pretty inexpensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now at least. It's worked perfectly. It actually has a place for 2 plugs. Of course, I got my heavy duty cord. It's a 100-foot cord there. And then here's the new vaporizer. Really excited to try this thing out. It came with 5 of the blue cups to apply the oxalic acid with. And these are some old ones I've had from the past. It is an advantage to have a bunch of them if you've got quite a few hives. I use this for protective gear. It does have a carbon filter in it, and I try to stay out of the way of the fumes. It's worked fine for me. I think the standard that most people use is a 3M respirator with the pink cartridges. Safety goggles, gloves. This is the oxalic acid I use. I just order it from Florida Laboratories. It's cheap and it works great. This is a drill with a 1/4-inch bit. That's the size you use to make the holes for application. Most of these hives out here already have the holes drilled. I just use that to clean them out, make sure they're clear. And then I have a bucket full of towels here to kind of plug up the entrances. Well, here's my setup. I may have to put a veil on over the top of this if the bees get after me. I hate wearing masks. I wear them every day at work. Let me show you how I do this. Well, we got everything laid out. There's the battery, the inverter, the cord, all the way around to the vaporizer. Because the bees are so busy, I'm going to smoke them a little bit here. I'm going to stuff a towel in the front, keep them in the hive while we treat. And I'll take my drill, got a hole right there. Now if you're doing traditional hives, most people do them from the back. In this situation with the pallets, you can't do that, so I found it works just as fine to go in from the side. We gotta turn on the device now. It's got an on-off switch, which I also like. Flipped it on. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see the numbers. The sun's pretty bright out here, but this says 400 set for 400, and that says 84. We're gonna let that climb up to 400 before we go ahead and treat. So in the meantime, I'm gonna put the oxalic acid in the cup. Now this is a double deep. This scoop is an old scoop I have. I used to use a wand vaporizer, and I got my wand vaporizer from Bub Willis. You can go on Facebook and message him. He makes an incredible product. It just was kind of slow when I got all these hives, so I needed to try something faster. But I still use this scoop. I'm not sure the exact amount you need. I think it's a gram per box, but I'm not 100% sure. You can research that. I just use the scoop. You're supposed to go 1 scoop per bottom box and then a half a scoop per additional box. But it really doesn't matter. If you're a little over, it's okay. So at about 360 here, we're gonna give it a little bit longer, get good and hot. I really like the sturdy build of this vaporizer. And normally, I take the cup and I just push it down on the top of the hive. For our purpose here, so you can see, I'm gonna show you Press it down here, upside down. You insert it in the hole. And you flip it over like this. Tap it all down, make sure it's all down in there, and temperature is now, it dropped down to about 310 or 315 or something like that. So you can see how quickly the vapor is coming out of this little hole right there. Now it's 325. We're just going to let that thing roll until it gets back up to 400 degrees. At that point in time, the acid will be vaporized and the hive will be treated, and we'll move on to the next one. 361. I think it takes about a minute probably per hive once you get rolling to do this. All right, that's it. Now you pull it out and you can look right here. You can see that the vapor, the acid has been cooked. That's all there is to it. All right, let's treat these right here. This little nuke right here. Single deep, we got one scoop, another double deep, scoop and a half, or between a scoop and a half and 2 scoops. Close anyway. Towels. Got a drill. Got to make sure we have a hole in each one. Flip it over. It's working. Just like this. Now we got this done. Gonna go on and do some other things now. I'm impressed with this thing. It seems to be really well built. It's heavy duty. I think it'll last me a good long while. I'm gonna put a link to the website in the description below. If y'all are interested, just go check it out. Rob was really easy to work with, and I'm sure he'd be glad to answer any questions you have, and I'd get you one of these if you're interested. Y'all take care and be safe.